Hello. I'm gonna show this off today. I just got it in the mail. It is Seinfeld on 4K. Um, I got the feeling, or I really wanted to watch Seinfeld recently, but all the streaming services are in 16 by 9. I did some research, and this was released last year, and it is in 4 by 3, which is the deal breaker. And as you can see, I got this for pretty cheap, about like $17.38, around that range, I should say. And I don't know if it, here we go, 2160p, 133.1, which is 4 by 3. Now, there are a few issues with this release. There are no foreign language dubs, only an English SDH, or there's an English and English SDH subtitles and closed captions, I guess. Not closed captions, whatever. But yeah, it's pretty beat up, but I don't really care. I mean, hopefully the cases are okay, but I mean, it's Seinfeld. I just want to watch Seinfeld. That's the crux of this whole thing. So I'll just open this guy up. A little bit difficult with gloves, and this is stupid. So, I've always had Seinfeld growing up. It's always on reruns, even now on real TV, and it's just, I'm just a Seinfeld fan, but the problem is that I've never sat down and watched every episode of Seinfeld, and there are a few episodes that I for sure have missed, and that makes me a fake Seinfeld fan, and that's unfortunate. But I shall pull all these guys out. Nice damaged box, Amazon shipping. Alright. Now this is pretty cool. They look like the DVD covers, actually. And wow, look at that. That's awesome. Oh, cool. Bits and pieces are falling out. This is awesome. But that's what I get for buying it for as cheap as I did. Season 2. Oh yeah, it's seasons 1 and 2. Okay, I got freaked out. Yep. It's super awesome. Yeah, these look like the DVD covers. They have that quality about them. I might even compare these to the DVD set that I have, which I only have up to seasons 1 through 4. But these are pretty neat. Look at that. It's super rad. It's super cool. I didn't think it'd be this bad. But 4Ks are pretty expensive. This is like $250 new, which is, you're getting how many minutes of quality content do we get in this? We get like 4,188 minutes, and it's in color, which is, there's some special features in there as well, but yeah, pretty neat. Looks like each case is about 3 discs, which is 22 episodes, I guess, each. How many episodes? 24 episodes, 24 episodes, 22 episodes, 24 episodes. So they're not like cool 26 episode seasons. Like, how good TV is. Seasons 4. Why am I not showing off the covers? Boom. Look at that. That's for sure the DVD covers. Look at that. It's all the same photo shoot. It's a total scam. They scammed us out of each special season's quality. Shit. Whatever. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. This is awesome. Look at that. That's awesome. See, shipping discs is the worst thing. It's worse. It's not worse than shipping books, especially from Amazon. And like Blu-rays and 4Ks are sturdier than DVDs. They're not going to get scratched if they flip around in this case like that. But look at that. Aw, Seinfeld. So cool. Season 7. This is when it starts to get really good as far as quality of episodes. 4K Ultra HD. So cool. I don't think they're labeled as HDR, but who cares? It's Seinfeld. It's a TV show. We're lucky. Oh, we're lucky to have. Wow, that is not good. Look at that. Yeah, I do not recommend ever buying discs from Amazon or anything. Because, okay, this was obviously a return package. And they sent it back to Amazon, and then I bought it. And I'm suffering the consequences, which is fine. Doesn't jiggle around when you have it in there. Look at all this crap. Thanks guys. But yeah, I bought plenty of movies and TV shows from Amazon in disc format, and they are 1 and 2 damage. That is just the way it is. They do not care because they don't expect the customer to care. And what you want to do, there are services like Groove, which are, well, Groove isn't that good because there's hardly any sales anymore. But if you can get a sale, go for it. They can go for about as cheap as Amazon, just a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it because you're not paying for that. Look at them bowing. Yeah, Amazon. There's some other stores I haven't ordered from, but Groove, Amazon is your last resort ever. But I will grab the DVD cases and show that off right now. Alright. So what I have here is, let's get all this dust off. Look at that. Seinfeld seasons 1, 2, and 3. Now, I can't remember how much I watched this as a child. But, what the? Season 4? Look, okay. 3, we have season 4 apparently in here. But I watched these not that much as a kid, but Seinfeld I was kind of a late bloomer to, but it still really impacted me a lot. In my English class, look at that. They don't do this anymore. They don't give you screenplays like this anymore. That's so cool. But in high school, in our English class, we had to choose the names, or we had to choose a word that defined us. And you know what my word was? It was Seinfeld. I made a whole presentation about it, about how, life is all about finding our Newmans and confronting them and learning to live with that, despite everything ultimately being nothing. But yeah, life is all about finding our Newmans, learning to live with them, despite, it all amounting to nothing. So let's compare these. Yeah, so we have, these photos are representations of each season. I'm not knowledgeable enough about Seinfeld to know how this pose reflects. What the? Yeah, no, it's the same photo. I don't know how these poses reflect each season like they do here. Look at that. But, yeah. Seinfeld is important to me, even though I'm a fake fan. And this is kind of lame. This is... Look at that. It's cool. It's cool and all. Let's see what's in the... What the hell? Look at that. The #1 show of all time. Oh, and they came in these awful, stupid cases. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Volume 1. Why is this all? So you can tell that I last watched these as a child, because they're all... Let's see how scratched it is, huh? Let's go see that. See how cool as a kid I was. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, we have Jerry here. We have all these cool photos on the disc that, no one cares about physical media enough for these, for the publishers to put effort into, like, a regular release. Like, you'll get the, Criterion stuff that, whatever they do with their collector's editions and Shout Factory's collector's editions, but, they're not going to do that with Seinfeld. Physical media, I'm not going to sit here and lament anything. It's just not worthwhile. But, things die. Things go away. Seinfeld lives on. And he will be running on the air on reruns long after our deaths. Very cool.